All right, well, his success has truly been one of the feel-good stories in mixed martial arts over the last several years. Charles Oliveira kind of left for dead by people in 2018, then went on to become the best lightweight in the world and still believes he can be that yet again if he can get a win tonight.
He's got to win tonight. He's got to get going in the right direction. You lose your championship in the way that he did, you question whether or not Oliveira has the mental makeup to get back going in the right direction. How can you question it, though, when we have seen what he has done prior? This guy has a tremendous striker, unbelievable jiu-jitsu. If you're on the ground with him, you're constantly in danger. He can submit you from any single position. Charles Oliveira is special, man, and it's always fun to be able to call one of his fights.
And I'm not sure minute for minute there is a more exciting fighter in mixed martial arts today than Charles Oliveira. And thankfully, the MMA masses get to watch him compete yet again here tonight. All right, here's the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan, a lightweight that many believe will one day be wearing UFC gold around his waist. The winning streak is in tow, and the strength of schedule has just been fantastic, really dating to the Islam Makhachev fight back in 2019. At times, perhaps Tsarukyan has been a victim of expectation, but largely he has lived up to what was some appreciable hype when he signed with the UFC back in 2019. He has inched his way towards contention. He's a guy that some have called the boogeyman of lightweight division, a guy that a lot of people don't want to fight. Eventually, you gotta fight him. We'll see if he can rise to the occasion here tonight. All right, both fighters have entered the octagon, and this massive, massive fight is nearly upon us, ready to go from Anaheim at the Honda Center with one of the biggest fights of the year. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Arman Tsarukyan.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early portions of the round, we will see how it goes for Charles Oliveira. This man has every skill you would want in a mixed martial artist, and that's why he has gone from, you know, middling featherweight at times to one of the greatest lightweights of all time. And a miss with the right hook. Oh, big left hook there. And another hook landed there by Tsarukyan. All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Nice straight right lands.
Those are big strikes.
Oh, big knee landed by him there. Perhaps that'll give the jiu-jitsu practitioner a little pause working his way inside.
Yeah, he does a good job of throwing things up the middle. If you throw knees, it really does make the grappler reconsider level changing because he's afraid to run into something like that that could end his night. Nice job defensively. He blocked that punch. Oh, nice.
Across the midpoint here in our opening round. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Trying to establish that jab once again. Violent straight to the body. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, this fight is close to being stopped. That was a massive shot to the body.
Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. How to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. Get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight. Lands a solid takedown right there.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. And there you go, again, half guard.
Tsarukyan getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. 15 seconds. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Oliveira. What's next?
All right, take a seat, bro. All right, listen. I need you to be more active this round. You cannot wait and try to counter everything. He's getting to you first. I need you to get that head movement going.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. A huge round, particularly when it came to that liver strike that really buckled his opponent.
It buckled his opponent bad. I'm surprised that the guy's still standing. I don't know exactly what his corner can do to try to bring him back. When you take those types of strikes, you generally don't recover fast. Let's see what they do to try to bring him back.
Second round underway. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter round.
So bad. He's got to find safety, find a way to recover.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Tsarukyan.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ. Yeah.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
That was a slick transition.
Oliveira getting worked here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Lands the ground and pound strike here. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Tsarukyan. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two.
Put your hands up higher. Come on.
Oh, beautiful lead kick is good there by Oliveira.
Beat him to the punch. Be first.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Well, once again, mixed martial arts, the land of the unpredictable. You've got a jiu-jitsu fighter here throwing hands with... over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
10 minutes in the can. All right, good news is the round is over. Bad news, Tsarukyan has got a nasty cut above the eye. The cut man has some work to do here between rounds.
I want your striking to be a little bit sharper. Punches go out.
All right, so a high-level round there for him. We'll show you some of the action here, and you got to think the knockdown is going to be featured prominently here. Thought he might have had him out of there.
He thought he had him, but the guy's tough. The guy's durable. He has a fantastic chin, but he just needs to stay the course. He does not need to be discouraged. Think about this. You're winning, and you're winning going away. That was just a moment. Keep going in the same direction, and you will get the finish that you want so bad.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Beautiful body kick landing right under the elbow.
Tsarukyan going for the takedown here, nothing doing there. Right hook attempt, that's a miss. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, tags him with the straight. Oh, man, what a connection right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
All right, side control now. So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand.
Oh, attempting to go for the leg now.
Oh, it's getting very, very deep. Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Relentless pressure from the top by Oliveira. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Johnny, then he just gets up.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Look to get your guard back now.
Tsarukyan is in half guard. Oh, big shots from the top. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, man, take a seat.
All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding the shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, there's the end of the round. So it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 rounds. Picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Strong hook lands. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do. Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. There's the kick, it's blocked. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you can get him out of there. Shots landing on both sides, and the chins continue to hold up. So far, a frantic pace as expected. Nice work here on the clinch by Tsarukyan. Man, it doesn't take much for the redness to start. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty. Oh, and now the underhook deep.
He's going to guillotine.
Oh, this might just be a matter of time. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, champ, starting to see some swelling upstairs now.
But he's taking way too many shots to the head. You gotta move your head. You cannot be on a straight line. Otherwise, you will take shots, and that shot and those shots leads to your face starting to swell. Great defense by this fighter.
All right, feet on the hips here. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Tsarukyan is back in half guard, very comfortable here.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
All right, working inside the closed guard now.
Great shot from the top position. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, might be able to get his leg here, and he does.
Oh, that sub is tight. This has got to be it.
Oh, and he gets out.
He beat the knee by creating distance. Once you free your knee from the hips, you have a chance. This man was so good at staying calm in the face of adversity.
Big power shots landing. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4.
Stop.
All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
It is the 5th and final round.
Nasty body kick downstairs. He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big
Oh, that's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Oh, hang on a second. He escapes.
What a tremendous job. We saw his hands immediately go to the inside. Attack the lock, create some space, roll to your back, give up the mouth, but live to fight another day.
And there it is again. Targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now. Oh, he got to his spot.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, he's got his back.
Right back.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
Oliveira's back in full mount.
Right back.
That was nice.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Continues to attack here. We'll see if he can set up the arm bar.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there by Oliveira. All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired and that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grapple exchange. Landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is...